For most people, this signal prompts the brain to send a message to the legs to step forward and walk. For spinal cord injury patient Kevin Oldt, the brain's signal to his spine and legs may be reawakening thanks to a lot of hard, repetitive work and the leading-edge technology that Good Shepherd Rehabilitation Network offers its spinal cord injury patients.
The exo, it's a skeleton that allows people to stand and walk who either have paralysis of their legs or have some type of profound weakness that precludes them or doesn't allow them to be able to get up and walk easily.
Back when EXO was picking candidates for their prototype, I was excited about that. I wanted to be front runner. I wanted to do whatever it took to get there.
He was one of the first ones who actually was in the EXO when we brought it here to trial.
At first I thought it wouldn't work. When I first put them on, the EXOs, and then the machine itself lifted me up out of my seat and stood me straight up. It was great. Think of the best sensation you ever had in your life and multiply that by 1,000,000. That's exactly how I felt. You know, and then when I took my first step, my second step, it was like I was walking on air. Like someone took something from me and put it back in me again.
We were the third in the country to get the device, so there's not a lot of people who actually have the device, and many of them that do are using it on a research basis, not so much in the clinic like we are. So I now have the opportunity for someone who I might only take 10 steps, walk 20 feet. In the EXO, once they learn the movement, they're able to get, so many more repetitions in and a more quality movement.
I've been doing it 2 to 3 times a week. And I've done that for approximately 6 to 8 months. And after 6 to 8 months, then it became relatively easy for me to walk around in my EXOs.
It kind of goes along with the theory of neuroplasticity, where if you can reproduce a movement over and over and over many, many, many times that I could never do as a therapist, it can kind of rewire the brain and maybe help the connections.
And the therapist at Good Shepherd decided to challenge me up a little bit. We had Coffo leg braces made that break at the knees that allow me to walk, keep my balance, and break my knee and go forward with my whole motion.
We're seeing things that we hadn't seen before. We're seeing some incomplete chords move so rapidly and get so much return quicker than before. We actually saw that with Kevin.
Things are starting to happen to my body. The people said it's impossible for it to happen. It's not impossible. Flipping my leg around a little bit, I can move it to the right, move it to the left, and they can do some resistance, and I can move it to the right, move it to the left. Never could do that before. There is certain therapies out there that work well, make you feel good, make you feel alive. 11 years ago, there was no thought of walking. Today, believe me, there's a possibility. There is no doubt in my mind that I'm not going to walk. And Good Shepherd is the one that put me on that path.
Good Shepherd's therapists are committed to the technology and techniques that may help patients like Kevin rewire his body's signals for motion and walking. Each step forward represents progress and hope.